Hey everyone, Udub Ultra here, welcome back to the channel, bringing you another video of Battlefield 2042, playing this on my PC and on my LG 45-inch UltraGear OLED. Now looking here at the settings real quick, so I am playing this at a resolution of 3440 by 1440, with all in-game settings set to max and DLSS set to quality. Now this is a little different from my other Battlefield videos or more recent videos where I'm actually not using DLSR. In this case, I'm actually using the image scaling feature in the NVIDIA Control Panel where I can set sharpness up. I have my number in the settings for that down in the description of this video, but right now for this video I have it set to 35%. Now, I'll touch on that in a second, but just want to note real quick, down in the description of this video, besides the monitor settings that you can find down there and NVIDIA Control Panel settings, you can also find a few links which include a link tree where you can donate to and support the channel directly, as well as a 5% discount code off coffee and tea orders. Now, getting into detail, so I've had actually a few people comment about this feature, and it's overall in terms of the discussion on improving image clarity on this monitor, and just different methods of doing that with some of the NVIDIA settings. So of course DLSR is one of those, but one of the downsides to using DSR or DLSR is just the needed headroom to do that, right? Because ultimately you are rendering the game at a higher resolution. So, in my case, RTX 3090 is enough to certainly do that with most games. But if you're playing a multiplayer game like this or Call of Duty or something like that, where frames really, frame rate really does matter, then or just even more high demanding games, that might not be feasible. So, wanted to test this out. The image scaling or image sharpening feature here really does wonders. Again, it allows you to play at native resolution, in this case 3440 by 1440. And while it might vary in terms of user preference, how much you would want to set that slider up, it goes from 0 to 100. 35 seems to be the sweet spot for me, especially with this game. And again, I would say the image when using this is on par with using DLSR. Again, looks very sharp, vivid, and certainly very enjoyable. And so just want to note that, certainly worth a shot if maybe it's something you would want to consider playing with. Now, with all that said, again, the monitor continues to be incredibly impressive and especially immersive, right? The OLED panel itself looks fantastic just with the infinite contrast and everything it produces. And then, of course, just the overall size, too. Again, the size, I think at this point, I can very comfortably say I prefer it over the G9. While I do, again, miss my horizontal space of the G9, just having the extra vertical real estate of this monitor, especially when you're sitting at a proper distance from it, it's truly immersive. And again, it's something I'm really enjoying playing on. With all that said, though, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of the gameplay. This is my first match ever of the new Season 4 here, so really enjoying it. I'm really loving what EA has been and DICE have been doing here. New map is awesome. It's very, very hectic, and I love that they're leaning back into that with all these new maps. So, with that, I hope you enjoy the gameplay here. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions at all, whether it's about any of my settings, whether monitor or game or otherwise. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for your support. Please don't forget that like button, and also please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you later.
Союзника зацепила! Огонь гевно! Противники! Throwing grenade!
Charlie 1 is under attack. Echo sector is now secure.
U.S. troops assaulting one of our objectives.
Almost all sectors are under our control.
Marking enemy tank. No way! We're losing people! Tango down!
Alpha sector has been seized by hostiles.
Grenade out! That one's dead.
One of our objectives is under attack. Bravo sector has been secured by hostiles.
I'm reloading!
We control most sectors on the battlefield.
Got another! Need a sec!
We have lost an objective. The enemy is... U.S. forces now control the sector.
superiority in this battle. Make sure we maintain it.
Target down! I'm reloading!
Victory is ours, Snowpats.